I'm Joe.
And I'm Ben.
And we're the Bourbon Boys. Let's pour a glass. Welcome back to Bourbon Boys. It is March.
It is March.
Again. And what is approaching?
St. Patty's.
St. Patty's Day. So, I think I said last year, I've been disappointed. We've done, which ones have we done?
We did Redbreast and Jameson.
We've done a couple different Jamesons.
Several
we did,
Jamesons.
we did like 4 different.
Yeah, the orange, the black.
Right.
I can't remember what
thought
else.
maybe it's just the low end, so we went with the higher end, the 15-year, I think,
Yep.
Redbreast.
Yep.
And it was also not bad.
Yeah.
Just very
meh.
And that was like a $70 bottle. So,
Yeah.
So in Ohio recently, where we are at, they have gotten in a bunch more Irish whiskeys. So I decided I'd give it another go so I got this one called Writer's Tears, which I just thought was a cool name. What a great name!
That's a great name.
I love it. In a little fancy box. This is a double oaked one. So I thought maybe the double oaked. I tend to like some of the double oaked whiskeys. Maybe it'll add a little extra flavor.
We'll see.
That was my thought process, and it comes with a pretty box with the hip, funky, fresh, cool Modee graphics.
Graphics, yeah.
That's right.
Very fancy.
And there's the
There
bottle
it is.
with the giant lid. That's
it's
the
broken.
cap.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. So this, and also this is a little higher proof. So that's one of the things I think that hurts the Irish whiskeys is that most of the ones I think we've tried are 80 proof.
Yeah.
So they just
don't
aren't
have
delivering
them.
a lot of pop
Yeah.
to them. So in Ohio, they now have, it was hard to find anything over that 80 proof in the Irish whiskey, but now they have several that are 92, like this one here's. And if I get this open,
Can he do it?
the top was already open for me, the quick pop top. All right, there we go. And but they have some cask strength Irish whiskeys, which I would love to try.
Yeah, that might be good.
But they might be outside of my preferred price range. The ones that we have available to us here, if you can find them, are in the 150 plus, 150, 250. One was $3,000.
Oh!
Which is for sure not what I'm getting.
Not going to try that one.
Ooh, it's going to be a good pop, I think. Let's see.
Oh!
That was okay. So, this one's 92 proof, and it's double oaked, which is, after I got it, I realized it's not exactly what I was thinking is double oaked. So this is a blend. This is an Irish whiskey blend of a single malt and a pot still, a pot still and a triple distilled, malted and a single malted barley. And they age this in American oak cask and French oak cask, but not the same one. They take a blend of, so their regular production one is a blend of the 2 styles of Irish whiskey. They blend those, so then they take those and they age them in these 2 different casks. Then they take that whiskey from the 2 different casks and blend it to make this.
Wow.
So it's not the same liquid that's being aged into casks. It's 2 different ones blended together.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
A little different. So I will say this does seem to have a little more color on it, but not a lot.
Not a whole lot. It's
pretty
still
light.
pretty light.
But a little more color than some of the other ones. Maybe. Touch.
Wow. It's got a fruity nose.
Yeah.
Very fruity.
And a little bread. Excuse me.
Very light.
And malty.
A little malty, yeah.
And fruity. Yeah.
Lots of fruit.
Oh, we'll see.
I can't believe how little flavor that has.
It hits right on the front, and then it quickly
It goes away.
dissipates.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let me go in there again.
Let's try.
The finish is not very. Of course, I don't expect a 92 proof to have a really long finish.
Right.
Depends if anything's coming back on it. Not a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Irish whiskeys. They just don't have a whole lot going on.
You get the malt up front. I'm not getting any fruit on the palate.
No.
I get the malt and a little kind of bready, grainy note. Not getting any fruit on the palate. I'm not getting
fruit. A little sweetness.
Yeah, but a little sweetness, but not like a bourbon sweetness, and not like the caramels or the vanillas. It's mostly that malt. It's that bready, malty flavor, and it's light. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna see what comes back out. So this one, we'll say real quick, it was $60 retail.
Okay.
So it's a higher end one. I will say this is bringing more flavor than
what we've
had before in the Irish whiskeys. For sure.
But yeah,
but it's not exactly like knocking you over with flavor.
No.
But maybe it will. Maybe it'll come around.
We'll see.
Wow, that's a big sigh, man.
Yeah.
Why is that a big sigh? And I gotta tell you, Irish tears. This is bringing some tears to my eyes.
I can see why they call it that.
But so we finished this. We'll start off with the positive stuff with it. All right, because should we start with positive or negative? I'll start with positive.
We could do a positive sandwich.
Wow. All right. You a counselor now? What is going on?
All right. I am a leader now.
A leader. He's a leader now. He's a leader of men.
That's right.
All right. So on the positive side on this one, as compared to some of the other Irish whiskeys that we've tried, this one, you're drinking a whiskey, right?
Yes.
It does.
Don't
it
think
doesn't
of
taste,
water when you drink it. Yeah.
Right. It doesn't taste like whiskey flavored water. I think is how I've described that.
Yes.
So this is a whiskey, right? You definitely taste that. On the palate, the nose, you're getting some fruit, a little sweetness, like we said, and the most of the malt though is the predominant. And to me, I'm getting a lot of like grainy, bready notes,
flavors. Yeah.
And on the palate, it's all malt and the grain, malt and the grain, with a flash of sweetness that hits on the palate and just immediately drops off. It feels like that's when, and then get a little alcohol burn. Not uncomfortable or anything.
No,
but you get the alcohol with no flavor really, or minimal flavor.
Yeah.
The alcohol on it, so it's layered a little bit, like that. But then on the finish, as that alcohol dissipates, you get a bittery, and I'm going to say it's tannic, I think.
Okay.
A tannic note. To me, it tastes like when you have too much tannin from the oak. And it's a little like bitter-ish is the best way for me to describe it if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I think it's the tannins, which is weird because these are all used casks. Second-use casks that they use when they age these, so you wouldn't think there would be that much in it. But that, as the alcohol fades, that tannic note rises up, and then it fades off, and that's the finish.
That's what you're left with.
And it is not a note that I care for.
No.
It's an off note to me. Like I said, it borders on bitter. It's not bitter the same way that we've had some other ones, but that's the closest just general description of it for me. And I don't enjoy that. And the more I'm drinking it, the more pronounced
seems to get a little
the
more
finish,
intense.
right?
Yeah.
The finish gets more and more intense as I continue to drink it. So I was disappointed in this overall because initially I thought this wouldn't be a go-to whiskey for me, but I was thinking this is going to be better than the other Irish whiskeys that I've tried. But in the end, I would probably rather drink some of the other ones that aren't as flavorful, but don't have that off note at the end. That's the last thing that's left in your mouth, and it's the longest note that it brings, and it lingers on it, and it's not pleasant to me. I don't enjoy that at all. What about you, man?
I mean, you pretty much said everything there, and it is a shame because this feels like it should be really flavorful. Lots of stuff going on with all the different casks and all that stuff, but really, there's still not a whole lot there.
No, the only layered is it's layered, but not in a
good way. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
And it's disappointing. It's $60, so it's disappointing to me.
Yep.
In a different way than the other ones, and the other Irish whiskeys that we've tried, in that those were just too subtle, too subtle.
Mm-hmm.
This one isn't super pronounced, but the flavor, it brings more flavor, but those flavors aren't
not good,
not
really.
enjoyable, right to me.
Yeah.
So I don't really want another glass of this right now.
No.
But I would rate this. It's not horrible. It's not like you can't drink it, but
I mean, yeah, we did finish.
We did finish it.
So.
It's not undrinkable, but I'm going to give this 1.5 on the flavor, and it's mostly that finish note. It's the off note.
It just it leaves you.
I would probably, if it didn't have that finish, I would probably give it a 2.
Yeah.
Because it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
But that finish really is a negative for me.
Yeah.
And value, at $60, there's a lot of really good whiskeys. To me, that's not crazy expensive whiskey, but that is a higher than average whiskey, and I expect that to bring a higher than average taste. And this one is sub-average, I think, on flavor for me, profile. So I would give it a 1 because it's pretty. $60 is pretty expensive in my book.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. I'll give it a little bit better flavor. I think I'll go with a 2.
Okay.
I'm trying to put the off note, trying to forget about it, but it is what you're left with.
Yeah.
It leaves a bad taste, literally a bad taste in your mouth, which is not something you really want.
And a hole in my wallet.
And a hole in his wallet. Yeah. So yeah, like I'm gonna go 2 with flavor, and then with that value being $60. I mean, yeah, like a 1.5.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a disappointment, unfortunately.
Yes, and I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
Because, you think of Irish, you think of good whiskey, but I haven't. And there's got to be some out there.
I'm sure there is.
But I don't want to have to pay $200
or $3,000
or $3,000. I'm really curious. I know it can't be
that good.
Value. It can't be worth $3,000, but is it substantially better? That's what I would love. But I'll never find out because I'm never paying that much. Ever. So the only thing left for me right now, I mean, there's a bunch of different Irish whiskeys, but we've tried the standard, we've tried the higher end, long age, we've tried this double barrel, higher proof. So I don't know. The barrel proof would be something to try.
Yeah.
And see what that brings, but I'm not spending $150 plus for it.
And we don't have high hopes. I mean, we haven't been impressed with any of the Irish stuff.
No.
Which, is a shame.
It's disappointing to me. But if you know a good Irish whiskey that I don't have to explain it to my wife why I bought it, then please let us know, because I would love to know. I'd love to say, this is delicious Irish whiskey.
Yeah, I would love to have a good
I want to say that.
Yeah, be more cultured.
I want to say I wanted to bring a little lilt to my voice.
Little
yes?
jig.
But no.
We do a little jig when we drink it, but nothing.
So, anyway, please let us know. Till next time, thanks for watching.
See ya.